think you should.
Hello everyone, this is Chinmay from Make Auto Clinic. Welcome to our as usual technical video show. So we are going to describe and demonstrate backlash issue, or in general language I can say tappet issue. When you're riding your motorcycle, especially the Royal Enfield product, at that time when when you get that tick 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 sound, what is that exactly tick 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 sound? That is like everybody says that it's a tappet sound. See, for your information, first of all, in standard engine, let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the history. In standard engine, that is CI 350 or CI 500, the backlash was same from cams. But at that time, those tappets were manual controlled, or what we can say that the adjustment were provided by the company. It was a manual set. Even in avian engine like 350 and 500, which was a lean one engine, what we call LB 350 or LB 500. Even in those engines, the tappets we used to set manually. So CI and avian were those tappets in which manual setting was required. The next generation came from Royal Enfield was the UC engine. What is UC engine? UC is basically unit construction engine. Now in that case, the tappet sound is very high. Every time customers or the client is complaining that I'm having lot of sound. What is that sound? In manual control, we used to set the tappets. But how? Tappets basically you can't set. But yes, in CI engine and in avian engine, we used to set the push rod. So the gap used to get, in the tappet and the cam, though the gap we used to set by changing in the length of push rod. But the tick 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 sound was there, so we used to remove the tick 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 sound from the cams, not from the tappets. See, there are two different sounds. The tick 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 is common word what you are using basically. One is for push rod and one is for cam. But according to our experience, first of all, unless until we check out the vehicle, we cannot say that the sound is basically from cams or from the push rod. Now, in avian engine or in CI engine, cams are there, and so in UC engine, cams are there. I'm not talking about Himalayan. Himalayan is completely different category. It's a new product, it's a completely different technology. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about only CI, AVL and UC engine. In CI and AVL, the cam backlash we used to set and the tick 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 sound used to go away. But in UC engine, there are two sounds. One sound gets disappear automatically by some other reason, unless until you work on that. But the second sound, which is the most important sound, is the cam backlash. The tick 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 sound. You must have seen lots of videos on YouTube. Some people are giving you very wrong information, and some people definitely they are giving you correct information. I am not saying I am the perfect one, right? But you have to judge again. Unless until you work on the bike, you can't find out the exact cause. So in UC engine, first of all, as I said, that in CI engine and avian engine, we used to set the push rods manually, but in UC engine, you can't set the push rods manually. So you can't set the tappets as well, because those are hydraulic tappets. What is the meaning of first of all hydraulic tappet? That you will get to know in my next video. But let's talk about this cam backlash. In UC engine, you have to keep the backlash such a way that you may feel or you may see the gap little bit extra. But in CI engine and in avian engine, those gaps are very tight, snug fit you can say. The tolerances in CI and in avian is tighter or less than the UC engine, because if you keep the tight cams in UC engine, then you will have humming sound. So to avoid the humming sound, of course in CI and AVL also you will get humming sound, but that is under over tightening condition. So you have to work such a way that these cams are not over tight or not even loose. I will give you now 3 steps. If you keep the cam loose, you will have tick 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 sound. If you keep the tight, over tight cams, then you will have humming sound. If you keep the perfect tightening, then you will have no humming sound and you will have no, sound at all from the cams at all. Now, you can keep in CI engine and AVL engine, you can keep those cams tight, but not over tight, right? So no humming, but tight cams. But if you keep the same way in UC engine, then even though if the cams are in perfect tight condition, not over tightening condition, you will have humming sound, because in UC engine there is another load is coming from the tappet itself. So you have to be very much careful in that case. So in UC engine, you have to keep cams little loose than the tight condition. It is just before that. Now how does it work? At first place. So the design of the cams are same, what we can say. The lobe design is totally different, but the cam rotation and all those things, or the gear system is absolutely same in CI, AVL and UC engine, right? Earlier, company used to give regular spindles. These are adjustable spindles basically. These are the spindles. These are two spindles. These are adjustable sleeves, and this is the sleeve nut, and these are the cams, right? So for the demonstration purpose, I have installed those cams and the spindles on one of the wooden planks. I'm not using the engine deliberately because I want to show you in detail. So what is exactly cam backlash? You will hear this, you are getting the sound, tick, 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 but at very high frequency. What happens basically, the gap is very less in the cam. I mean, the problem which is there in the cam is very small if you, look at the cam. I'll show you. But when it starts under high load and rotation, that the frequency is very high. That is the reason we get that sound. To avoid that sound, now what to do? Right? Now you can see this is exhaust cam and this is inlet cam, right? So as you can see, now I'm going to remove the sleeve nut, right? Since I'm not working on the bike, so I don't mind keeping my watch as it. Now these are the two spanners what we require when you are setting the cams at first place, right? First, as you can see, I have matched those two cams to each other, but remember you have to first match exhaust cam. This is the exhaust cam. Right hand side is always going to be your exhaust cam and left hand side is going to be your inlet cam. That means you have to first match this with the crank or with the timing pinion, right? Remember, I'm going to show you for first of all CI cast iron engine 350 and 500 and AVL 500 and 350. I am not going to tell you about the UC engine right now because that requires a little bit different gap. So in this case, now what are those things? In details, first of all, I will talk about those. First, you have to match this cam with the timing pinion. You can remove this cam from the bike. You don't need this cam right now, right? When you are setting up with exhaust pinion. But what we are setting here? We are setting, as you can see, both the cams are having too much of gap in between, right? So you have to set first exhaust cam with the timing pinion and then you have to set inlet cam with the exhaust cam. Now, first of all, what is the sound? See, now you can see there is too much gap. Can you hear this? Right? Now if I decrease the gap, the sound will be less. So now as you can see this gap, in close view you will see the gap is making sound. If I am changing the gap, it's becoming less. How I am changing? Basically those sleeves are eccentric. Remember, those sleeves are basically eccentric. Now to keep the position as it is, they have given this nut, right? So when I am changing the position, basically as you can see, it's eccentric. This is rotating on the shaft, on the spindle, main spindle, right? So it is going inside and outside, inside and outside. Same way it is happening with this timing pinion and exhaust. So first, when you are setting up the backlash with the crank or the timing pinion, you have to first make sure your cam is very much near to this point, right? So once you set this cam with the pinion,
Then you have to set this inlet cam with the exhaust. At that time you don't have to readjust this or adjust this exhaust cam with this inlet. See, first you have to make sure. Now you can see there is a change in gaps. Same thing is gonna happen with the crank or timing pinion. So now this is the position what I feel is the tighter side, right? So I'm going to put the nut back. For this you will be requiring two 13 mm spanners, but one thin and one other one is thicker one. If you use both the thins, then you will have tough time. So first it's like this, tight this one, right? Tight. Now this sleeve will not rotate now, it's fixed, right? Now you have to set the cam, inlet cam, later on with the exhaust. Now I'm setting up this exhaust cam, inlet cam. As you can see, right, this is the max position what I got. I can do it for you, because those cams which I have fitted on the plank, little bit has to be inside, but in the engine you will have perfect holes, because that is done under CNC. So now I'm setting up the inlet cam. Now this is the least or max position what I got, right? So I'm going to tighten those nuts, right? This one I have already tightened. Now I'm going to tighten this one. So thin spanner for inner side and the thick spanner is for outer side, right? So in AVL and in CI engine you can keep those the backlash or the tightness okay in tight condition, but not over tight, otherwise you will have humming issue. But same setting if you keep in UC engine, then the humming sound you won't get in CI engine, in AVL engine, but in UC engine same setting you will have humming sound. So to avoid that you will have to keep little bit loose, like this way. Now this is not exactly UC type tightness, little bit tightness. As I said, those spindles are having different positions right now since I have drilled a hole on the plank. So it's like you have to keep little loose, very little loose in UC engine. So you will have little sound of tick 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 from the engine. Not like before what you were having if those cams are loose, like this way. As you can hear, this is the exact problem actually what happens in the engine. So how to set the backlash is very simple. You have to set the exhaust cam with the timing pinion or the crank, and then you have to set the inlet cam with the exhaust cam. Like another way I'll tell you. Remove the cam, inlet cam from the spindle, right? Just keep it loose, both the spindles, just keeping it loose, right? So first I will set the exhaust cam with the pinion, timing pinion, or with the crank. If it is with the crank, that means UC engine. If it is timing pinion, then that means it is AVL or CI engine, right? So I'll set the exhaust cam with this. Remember, whenever you are setting up any kind of a gears or something, when you are assembling the engine, at that time don't forget to apply the oil. Oil is very much necessary. It is another bearing for that. So when I'm like inserting those cams, and you must lubricate those cams when you are inserting the sleeve as well. This is the sleeve. So when you are inserting the sleeves, you must lubricate. It has got one hole over here, and so those sleeves are having holes. So the oil goes inside. So you have to lubricate when you are inserting the sleeve. At the same time, when you are inserting the cam, you must lubricate. So this is the timing mark. Those two marks are basically you have to adjust with the timing pinion or with the crank, and the single dots are basically you have to synchronize with the cams each other. So that means you have done the timing you have removed the backlash or the tick 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 sound from the engine. Again I'm telling you, in CI and in AVL engine you will have hardly some tick 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 sound, because in that case we keep those cams little tight, not exactly little tight, I should say normal tight, but in UC engine you are keeping those cams slightly loose than CI or the AVL engine. Like my video, share my video, subscribe my channel, and enjoy all the technical videos all the time. Keep yourself updated. Thanks for watching.